Hi, I'm just going to do some cards here for somebody, or this message may be only for one person, or maybe for a couple people, or a small group of people. Just going to read some tarot cards for the idea that if somebody is feeling empty, stuck, or just heavy, I'm going to draw some cards on this idea and see if I can pull some messages that need to come out for anybody who's listening at any time you get this message. And I just wanted to say, while I was preparing for this reading, like in the last hour, in my head, the song that kept playing in my head suddenly just came out of nowhere, but was Pink Floyd. I think it's called Comfortably Numb. I think that's this. I'm not sure if that's the title of the song, Comfortably Numb, or if that's just the lyric. But it's Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. And when I thought about it, I was like, okay, that kind of really resonates with the reading I'm trying to do, right? So that also resonates with anybody that's okay. Or go back and listen to that song. Maybe you'll resonate also. So what I'm going to do here is pull out a few of these oracle cards, and then a couple tarot, and then if I have more time, I can pull out a couple more. Okay, this card came out in my last reading. Okay, so what I have here is the clarity card, being clear and releasing some illusion. So that's clearing up the mind, right? So you can think clear. That's definitely the stuck, empty feeling card. Then there's summoning power, instinct, intellect, control. So whoever this is for, something about, there's some kind of energy about the way you are that is very conditioned and conventional, where you need to break free from this that is not you, and like run with the wolves and like dance to the beat of your own drum. Let your wild out, that freedom of who you want to be, because you're keeping that contained in this conditioning of how you're raised, how you grew up, how you were educated, the books you read, the movies you watched, the politics you followed, maybe the religion you adhere to. All of this needs to crack open and break, and you need to decondition all of these beliefs and ideas from you and rid them from you, so that the true you, the light within you, can bloom and be, and just like shake it off and be you, your instinctual wild self. That is what needs to come out. You're going to feel in your power. You're going to feel like free and in control, in control of your life. Then you'll know what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And you won't care about what other people think, because everything that you feel that is you is just a beliefs and ideas that you've picked up along your way during your life here. And it's not really who you are. And those are the things you have to question, your beliefs. Also, so then we go to balance, stability and standing firm. Because I think once you do this, that will bring the balance back in your life that you're lacking right now. And stability, where you stand firm in your power as the divine human being that you are, and you what you're here to do and what you came here to be. That is what needs to come out. It is really, and this is your higher self, trying to communicate with you through your intuition, or your guides trying to get something through to you. So think about what your gut is saying, looking at synchronicities in life, things that are not, coincidences, but they're messages. And if you follow numerology, you could be looking for repeating pattern numbers, angel numbers, messages. Kind of tune into that kind of stuff to see what you feel. They'll help you bring some clarity to your situation right now in your mind frame. That'll get you out of that unstuck phase. Because from where you stand right now, you can't see anything, right? It's like you have to defog your brain or your area, your energy. Okay, so being in this place that you are feeling stuck now, you don't trust, and you're feeling very protective of yourself, maybe protective of your heart, protective of people who've taken advantage of you in the past, and you're standing guard against anybody and all, whether they're good or bad people, whether they intend well or not. You just standing against, like a protective barrier against them all. It's like you have that wall up, right? And that works. I mean, that works for you and against you in a lot of ways, but that's where you need to really use discernment to find out when is a good time to have that wall up and when you can trust, right? But that's, yeah. Like you feel, it's like you're keeping your peace in that way. Okay, so the Chariot is a card about movement and going places. So when I say that you need to decondition and let go of all these layers of all these layers of yourself that are not of you, but of how you grew up or whatever. This is when your life will really take momentum, speed, velocity. It will go. You'll be in a natural state of going with the flow. We're knowing where your next move is and what you need to do in life will come about more easier, and not having to think about what your next move is so easily when you get to that phase. The Chariot is the vehicle in which we ride in life, right? The vehicle of life in which we ride that takes us from our next place to our next place, like our next opportunity or our next moves or our next decision, from birth to death. So you'll definitely be in movement. Okay. Two of Swords. So there's something that you may have to keep in mind once your life does start flowing in the right direction, that you have to know that your mind and your ego will always want to cling to you, right? When you're in this process, your ego is going to speak up against itself on your behalf, because that's what its job is to do, right? So it'll come at you when you think life is going great, and your ego will come up and start telling you, oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Like, shouldn't you do this? Oh, you can't do this, kind of limiting you, right? And that's just in a way helping you to bring up some self-limiting beliefs along your path that you need to work on. But being aware of that, of what's really happening, is key here, and not letting that ego keep you back and keep you holding yourself back in life, because it's the path and road is not always smooth, right? It's like you're gonna come up against some obstacles, and this card here is telling you, don't feel that you're so clear and like the road is so clear yet. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have, ego coming in, your mind trying to take over, because it's knowing that it's losing control over you, right? Because at this state, when you're stuck and you're feeling empty, your ego is very, very powerful over you. It has control over you. that you listen to everything it says and every doubt that it whispers to you and every limiting belief, right? So that's just something to keep aware of at all times. Minutes, I have 10 minutes. So if you're listening to my last message, the clarity card came up at the beginning in this exact spot. And again, it's just saying you need to get clear with your, you need to clear out, like clearing out the attic, clearing out your mind, clearing out everything, right? Get grounded. Be intentional and being aware of how things are and how you need to deconstruct things and kind of step back on your life right now to take a good examination of what are you thinking every day? What is coming through your mind? What is your ego, your mind trying to tell you that you're agreeing with, that's keeping you, holding you back? What limiting beliefs do I have? What kind of conditioning am I living under? What kind of ways does life hold me back in ways that against things I want to do? Who do I want to be and what do I want to do and why? You know, like what have I always wanted to do and why haven't I done those things? And what can I do to do those things from this point now? It's all about questioning yourself and going inwards and not listening to other people or your ego mind, but asking some real questions and getting some real answers, you know, whether it's uncomfortable or not. It is going to be uncomfortable because that's the part people want to stay comfortable, but they have to get uncomfortable with themselves and dig within to get that clarity that you need. You need that clarity. And it's until you get that clarity by moving forward and believing yourself, you're always going to have that stuck empty feeling, right? So I'm going to quickly pull just a Rumi card like I did on the last message or on the last video if you watched it. I'm not going to go too in depth into it. Yeah. Let's see here. So the Rumi card that came out is called Arise. And with that, I'll leave this here and saying that it is time to rise, to arise from this dark place that you've kept yourself in, because there is more. There is always more. Just think, the world will not exist without you. You are here to exist. You are here to do something. You have a contract with your soul and other souls for something really important that only you know. And you do know, it's just you don't remember, and you have to go within to find those answers, okay? I'll leave it here for now. And yeah, if you want to keep up with my messages, I'm going to try to post a video daily and see where it goes from there. You also have double number 77. Okay, so this 77 this is your time to act. There's, yeah, 7. It's time to act. Okay, so I'll leave that there with you. Okay, bye.